First of all, again, I'm going with the data center because you need information, right? So first, I'm going to start with what is a data center. Data center is a physical facility that organized used to host their critical applications and data. Data center design is based on network of component storage resources that enable the delivery of shared applications and data. Key components of data center design including routers, switches, firewalls, storage systems, servers, and application delivery controllers like that. So this is a statement by Cisco also. So how to define modern data center, and I copied and pasted. Just go through once, go through what is in network infrastructure, storage infrastructure, and all. Okay. And here is a important thing is standards of data center. What is the standards of data center? Like a tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4 data centers are there. Okay. And here we missed a virtualization. If you want to take this virtualization technology statement, you can take it. What is virtualization? Abstract dedicated physical resources. So virtualization means it abstract the dedicated and physical resources, means CPU, RAM kind of stuff. Okay, it will abstract allocate which can be allocated to specific task. Different type of virtualizations are there: storage, application, desktop, server, and networking virtualization. If you take a data center, if you take a data center, maybe any pictures are there? Yeah, like like this is a data center. It look like. So you can put a Google what is a data center or a pictures of data center. A data center having a different type of servers are in there. So you may have a tower server and you call it as a data center also, or maybe a single unit data centers like contains a blade server or a rack servers, switches, patch cables, routers, fiber optical channels, firewalls, central storage like in SAN and NAS kind of stuff. Okay, cooling system to cool your data center, which is non processing units. It's actually so it is supporting for your processing like um, sub power supply, cooling systems, and also we have a different physical components and we have to provide a security for that one. Okay, like providing CC cameras, biometric authentications, fire extinguishers, proper cabling. Okay, electrical cabling or network cabling. What are the cabling you are using? Ventilations. Okay, cool power cooling systems we required. Okay, cooling system because data center generates a lot of heat. So then the fans, the cooling system works to protect it. Okay, the internal ventilation system, cooling system try to protect it, but still we need a air cooling system. So then the whole room won't get more heat because there is no in and out. Like your system isn't free in the room, but if you go with the data centers, it's a sealed room. So compulsory cooling system is there. No humidity. Humidity is not allowed because if you are having a humidity means automatically wet thing is generated. So cleanliness is more important in data centers. So always no dust particles in the server room. Okay, and also server room should be protected. Data centers in that server room, the server room protected with all these physical security parts. And power supply, backup power supply, and UPS generators like a backup power supply is compulsory because power surges cause data center damage. So compulsory you have to maintain a UPS or generators also. Network security. What is the network security here? In the concept like your individual data center having may not have a, firewall, but we need to install a firewall in organization wise. Okay, so to protect your IT infrastructure and IT information. Okay, and checkpoints also is one of the protection related one only. Who is entering into your PC and you are leaving from that one. Okay, like IPS and IDS kind of stuff. Institution detection system and institution prevention system. P for prevention, D for detection. So, for example, someone is trying to enter into your network unauthorizedly. You should know who is trying to enter. So we have to detect if anybody is entered. If someone is entered, so we should know who is entered, and also we have to prevent it to enter into your network and try to damage your infrastructure, data, or application or anything. Okay, next. So data centers are working 24 by 7. Okay. So then we need a monitoring of data centers. So compulsory we should monitor the data centers. Okay. Monitoring is also there in a data centers. So what is the monitoring here? For example, this is my PC. I'm monitoring it. So why I expect the last time answer is monitoring means simple. What is going on your system? How do you know? By monitoring, looking at the system. And we open the task manager. So here we can find a lot of monitoring. This is also a monitoring. I monitor each individual process and what is the CPU consumption and memory consumption, or otherwise go to performance monitoring. Performance is also monitoring. See this, how much CPU burden is there. It is not 100% but 22%. So I'm utilizing good because I'm using very less apps now. And 66.2 GB RAM is free, and how much RAM is utilizing, how much is in cache memory, like that, how much total RAM it is. I have a two hard disk, then how much hard disk read and write is going on, and this is Ethernet not connected, so I will go to Wi-Fi. How much network is in and out, send and receive packet capacity is going on. If you see here, resource monitor, you can see a resource monitor monitoring the how resources are utilizing for a process, or maybe or overall system resources are utilized by a particular process. Okay, like that. Your phone.exe, what is that? Okay, use some process, you don't know, so I have to scan your system and tell you. If in case your process is utilizing more of memory or a CPU and all, or maybe there is unwanted processes running in system, so we can able to stop it. So this is a one question, guys. Again, everything is a question. That's why I force you to participate. Why? Because everything is a question. What I'm saying it is, if a process utilizing more resources, how do you know? Very simple. Go to task manager, we know a process name and how much CPU and memory is utilizing, and click here. See, this is 0, now this is high, like this. So we can put it in a sorting, like ascending and descending order type. So like which one is high to low, low to high. Okay, then we have to find out what is our process. Okay, why it is utilizing more resources, stop it. um, I can't stop the explorer. If I stop explorer, everything will be closed. So find out what is, that's in NVIDIA center. This is screen magnifier. Okay, okay. So why HP is, okay, HP support not required, right click, end task. So that will be closed. For example, if you see here, my Google Chrome consuming more resources here, almost like a 700 MB it is consuming. Malwarebytes is a compulsory to run. Outlook compulsory it is running. Okay, desktop window manager. Oh, Explorer, what is a Explorer means? You see in your screen, right? Your notepad, your taskbar, your backend icons, desktop, background, everything is a process related to the Explorer only. Okay, this is my Skype for Business, Microsoft Excel. Okay, this is diagnostic. So go through which one is not much required, then you can able to close that one. For example, I open Microsoft Edge. Just wait, let it open. We know this one, right? If you don't know, please tell me that one. We know the process management and all. Already I told the questions based on what you know only. They don't ask questions so what you don't know. So I try to open something. So even I didn't remember what is PEMCO. Insurance. How can I come to this one? Okay. So look, but can you see the edge is consuming almost 150 GB RAM and my memory increases to 50 GB. Now it is not required. It is I open it, but I'm not using it. So close unwanted things. Then try to get. So whether we are back to 48%. So that is what I'm saying. It is monitoring the resources, monitoring the process, monitoring the resources by cross verify the process, how much total utilization, how much utilized by individual process. Okay, this is a total performance device, and monitor the resource utilizations. Okay, so these are the this is a very simple monitoring of a single system. But when you go to the data center, means data center having a more servers, right? So we have to monitor lot of things in a data center. Here it is giving in a data center software what it will do. Management services like a node details, unified visibility. What is a node details? Each individual node like a switch, router, server, storage, every node what it is and what is their IP address, whether it is running or not. Centralized view of all elements in a data centers. In one single window, if you can able to view everything of a data center, that is called unified visibility. Unified monitoring. Unified monitoring also monitor all components of your data center is called a unified monitoring, means everything like network monitoring means only network resources, network switches, routers, and how much traffic is there, whether it is on or off, any segment is failure. So this is comes under network monitoring. Process monitoring, only system is running or not, how much CPU consumption, how much hard disk consumption is connected to network or not, like that. This is the process monitoring. Application monitoring, only application process and application resource utilizations, running of application, login to the application by different users. So this is application monitoring. But when you comes under unified monitoring means we monitor everything. We monitor networking related components, we are networking related things, system related things, application related thing, user login things. So everything we monitor and we see everything in one screen. Okay. Layouts and maps. So we have to lay out our data center room like I have a 10 data centers and there is a firewall switches and everything is there. How to lay out how it is look like in a physical environment. So then I will understand which data center has a problem, where it is located, whether it is in first row or second row or third row, or maybe it is in a proper naming structure is there like 101, 102, 103 I given. So I can understand where exactly the data center is located, like a north corner or northeast corner or maybe a southwest corner. So which corner of the system is there? So physically we can locate where the actually server or maybe a data center is there where we are getting an issue. So we have to tell the people to look at that one in physically. That is layout and mapping. Configuration and changes. Document and monitoring configuration and changes. If you change any monitoring thing, like you have a server in a data center, you change the RAM, so then we have to note down the what is the change in the RAM. If your system is down, then or maybe you change a new data center in that one, maybe new server, you replace the server with a new server, you have to note down that one. Maybe you updated a data center, you might to note down that one. You updated a server, some operating system like 2016 is running, you update it, then you have to inform to everything and what changes you made it, you have to test it or not. The documentation is important because based on the document you will understand what has happened and what is going on, and next time if any issue is there, so based on the document we will understand what is this, what happened here, and what time since we have to up, apply new ideas to implement, or like that we can able to do it. Environment, manage and monitor the power environmental factors of data environment, like how much humidity in our in a server room, how much power supply is going on, how much power supply is needed extra. Okay, so we have to, so power supply means not just a power supply. Think like you are in a normal room. Normally we have a lot of 1 hour case in here, right? Power supply is a generally power supply, but if I put AC in my room, for now it is coming upcoming summer, right? Now already we are in a March. I want to put AC. Compulsory there must be a modification in a power supply, main power supply, because AC required a more power consumption. So obviously, I have to intimate my owners and give the high power cable. Even if you are see in your home, plug points are there. 5 amps and 15 amps plug points are there. You put a refrigerator or maybe high power consuming things into the 15 Mm, big power connector, right? Why not in a small one? Because of that much of current, it is not able to give you because the voltage levels are lesser. Automated process, automation, common process like a scheduling, backups, compliance checks, node discovery, etc. So, what is the automating process means? So, you have a server and you want to take a backup. So, give the automation, schedule the backup. So, every day, particular time, it will take automatically a backup and view whether it is backup is going on or not. Okay, so scheduling certain tasks like do particular thing in a particular time, like we are already learned cron tab. What is a cron tab? Scheduling a task. At scheduling is a task schedulers in Microsoft Windows. Okay, we can schedule a task, do this thing, or maybe in a conditional scheduling task, like if something is change occur, do like this. Okay, uh, compliance check, so any issues are occur immediately, it will inform, alert the central monitoring people. Discover, node discovery, so find out whether it is node is added, no new node is added, like that. So node discovery. So other comprehensive data center software provide additional information that DICM data center something product not much. Okay, these are all infrastructure managements only. Your ITIS. That's the question, right? What is ITIS? IT, infrastructure service. What is infrastructure? That's an interview question. That's why I'm telling all these things. Okay, what is it? Infrastructure means you're having a server, router, switches, storage devices. These are all comes under infrastructure. How to provide a service means we are giving a service to the client through the infrastructure services, and how to manage it. These three things. So network management, monitor and manage the different multi-vendor data network technologies. Compute infrastructure. So manage your entire on-premises physical and virtual computing infrastructure, monitoring your physical systems and as well as virtual machines also. Keep track and control of all your data center storage devices such as DAS, NAS, SAN. Manage application. Keep control of your application and deployed in a data center. Reporting and alerting capabilities. Okay, so what is the reporting? Again, if anything is occur, any issues occur, like a one server is failure, network failure, patch cable failure. Okay, the storage disconnected, or maybe storage is full. You have to get alerts to your monitoring system. So, like a set up alarms when there is a failure. It means automatically it should alert. Your disk is full, or maybe it is disconnected, immediately it will give you an alert. So then we can go and check it immediately. We'll get a notifications, right? If someone, you got a message notification, new changes occur, maybe new update is available, or maybe some risk factor, some application is in a risk factor. So for example, you have antivirus, you insert a pen drive, the pen drive contains a virus, automatically detect and alert you. So this is a virus content pen drive, please scan and remove the antivirus or remove the pen drive. So what it is, it's not nothing but alert. Same thing I am telling here. If something is changes occur, immediately it will send you alert, or maybe anything is failure, server failure, one blade is failure, or maybe disk failure, you immediately will get a alert. We are here only. This is a SolarWinds Orient. SolarWinds also having so many other monitoring things also there, like a network performance monitor, network configuration management, virtual manager, storage resources. This is a one type of monitoring thing. Uh, manage engine op manager. So see, you can see how it is connected, to whom it is connected. You can see the picture, okay, and the status. So based on what is red color, what is green color, what is yellow color, so we'll understand what it is. It depends upon that tool. Op manager. This is one of the tool, op manager. PRT network monitor. I tried this one, PRT network monitor. It worked for 3 4 days and class completed. This is also giving some issue, that's uninstalled it. Currently I don't have this one. PRTG network monitor. Okay, we can download for a free version, and also we can put a cracks also. It will survey, it monitor everything through network. Okay, it's an application, and we don't require a more client kind of software also. PRTG network monitor. Okay, it will monitor everything on a computer, everything on a data center components, like servers, network, system, traffic, application, VM, and hardware. So everything we got this one, and we can get analysis also. Which application consume more resources? Which server consuming more resources? Okay, which operating system is server operating system is consuming more resources, and we have to keep track, and anything changes, and we can get alerts, issues, reports, and everything. Okay, so sensors keep track of component devices such as the CPU, latency, memory. Sensors also monitor all our network, like traffic, bandwidth, and environment. Okay, so monitor application and services hosted in the data center. Keep track of your data center monitoring, unified monitoring solution of thousands of different vendors. So different kind of organizations, like you buy from the Dell or HP or any other company. So we can monitor it, and as well as unified monitor solution provided by PTRG. Receive automatic alerts and notifications, and generate in-depth data center reports. So this is a price, almost $1,600. Allow up to 500 monitoring sensors and one server installation. Then based on your pay, like 100 sensor you want, free also available. This is yeah, Enlight Enlight software. So you can see on the screen how system is performing. Each individual servers or application wise also we can monitor. Okay, data center clarity LC. Okay, different type of Kaseya VCA, optimum path and visual data center, device 42. Zavix. Zavix is also one of the data center. Freely we can install and we can monitor it is. Last time I tried it, but again I keep busy with traveling from here to there, so I dropped the Zabbix. I downloaded it. Okay, Zabbix. So if you see in the Zabbix view, okay, PRTZ and Zabbix, both are more popular data center monitoring thing. So you can see the physically how they are connected and how what is the status of data centers. Okay, free and open source IT infrastructure management and monitoring tools. It's a open source IT infrastructure management. Zabbix helps you to control any component data center from server, network, VMs, databases, storage. You can monitor the databases, storage, applications, and more. One one of only open source product that can scale from small to large environments. It's allow monitoring like so many hosts. See, almost like a 100,000 means 1 lakh hosts we can able to monitor. Shows overview of IT environment, single and visually appearing pane of glasses. Navigate web interface integration of all visual from dashboards, graphs, network maps, slides, shows, reports, and alarms. Distributed monitoring, monitor remote data centers and branch offices also. Agentless high performance one. Keep track of different elements in your data center without any agents. What is an agent? A agent is nothing but a piece of software which connects from client to monitoring station. Okay, center station. You have a center server and there is a client PCs also there. For example, okay, so this is agent in the client side means uh, where what you want to the other side means client side. You can say simply client side only. Okay, you can say agent means the software in a client side and your server side software communicate with agents. Through agents it will do whatever it is like monitoring or maybe deploying an application anything through agents only. So understand what is agents. Integration of out of box integration of popular vendors like Cisco, D-Link, Juniper, HP, Netgear, Huawei, and other more. It's a free and open source. Directly you can download and start utilize. Another important monitoring tool is a 60 days free trial version is there, Nagi OS. This is you know to install it. Just simply go to Nagi OS, download a virtual appliance from the Nagi OS for Windows, and double click and you can extract into your VMware workstation. Okay, in your VMware workstation you can do it. So this is also monitor everything like a data center we can monitor, and this is for a open source platform also. Monitor many different components in data center from routers, switches, servers, storages, data center environment, virtual machines. Okay, databases, different platforms like a Windows, Linux, Unix kind of stuff. Nagi OS core is a open source community driven monitoring and alerting platform is there. It generate automatically ticketing system also. If something is going on wrong with the remote PC, automatically generate a report. So then you can see key features: monitor single point of failure, monitors SLA faults, manage servers and their connections, monitor environment factors such as a temporary temperature and humidity. Okay, I'm getting neck pain. And we can code doesn't have a dashboard and graphical user interfaces kind of stuff, but you can download directly for a trial version in a virtual appliances. Okay, directly it is a virtual machine, you can download it if you want to try. This is an agios.org. Windows. Okay, Windows, Linux monitoring, server monitoring. Download a free trial, something is given, right? Okay, this is a virtual appliances. You can work with see, you can use VMware workstation and a play Hyper-V also we can put it. So this is for a VMware workstation and vSphere, ESXi virtual box also it will work. So you can download this one or this one also, no problem. This is for a Linux environment purpose. Okay, so you can download or this one. So just download it and you can start using it. Then automatically we can monitor. So we have to follow how to do that one because we don't have a time. I can't able to show you how to configure it. I configured it, but you can Google it how to configure and how to monitor things. Okay, so these are the basic monitoring tools, and also you can put a Google like a different monitoring related things. Okay, solar winds. Okay, solar winds, Orion, solar winds, Orion manage in, okay, I will copy one by one, otherwise different tools are there, but important I didn't written what are the things to monitor. Okay, but if you understand data center components, we monitor everything. But you should go once, at least once you can go to that websites, then you can actually in morning I want to start with uh, virtualization and cloud computing, but I started with the data center. um, I don't know whether you understand or not. If you understand, please tell me. So monitoring tools only. These are all monitoring tools. But understand what is monitoring first. Then what we are monitoring. What we are monitoring. What is monitoring? Monitor. It's looking at what going on with the system. It's a simply say, right? And what we are monitoring. What is we are monitoring? So resource utilization of a system or a data center. First is how resource utilization, network utilization. Okay, data writing and reading in a system. Database monitoring, so how data records are created and accessed, and what is the status of it, whether it is on or off. Okay, how network resources are utilized, how network resources are utilized. Okay, out of all these things you can try Nagi OS. It's quite easy. Okay, you can search in a YouTube like how to monitor things. You should actually understand what monitoring uh, is a very important part in IT infrastructure management. Okay, so monitoring is one of the very important, so the basic project, like people who are not suitable for any project also, they'll get a one project that is a monitoring, mainly network monitoring things. Okay, so if you have a time, means whether after interview or before interview or maybe now today, take a 15 minutes or 20 minutes time, go to YouTube, put a network monitoring or like a either PTR, PRTG network monitor or Solar Winds, Orion or Zabbix or Nagi OS. Try once, so then you will understand different how tools and what is not. Any one is enough. Then you will get they will configure and how we will see, and how to report that issue, how to take care of the things before it is become an issue, like that. Okay, So this is about your data center monitoring. See, IT manager, NOC engineers. You once you got an NOC project, it means monitoring related one only. So that's why I just read this thing. I think already I shared, but try to go through this one, or you can Google it, no problem. Okay, so if you cannot understand completely, no problem, but try to understand simple things. Try to understand simple thing. It is very small only. Just because of this copy paste, it is become very big. Okay, so later you can edit this file as per your requirement. Okay, this is the link, and these are the number of tools.